John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and this here is from We Got This Covered. So of course, it's a rumor. However, I always like to say some rumors are believable. And from all the evidence we've seen with James Wan and Peter Safran saying they're not getting rid of Amber Heard, obviously they like her. I could see this being true. So it's called Amber Heard reportedly wants to make a horror movie with James Wan. And I'm sure James Wan might want to do some other things with Amber Heard, but I digress. Let's see what they got. Amber Heard and James Wan are well acquainted with each other, having partnered up for the DCEU's Aquaman, and it's currently shooting sequel with producer Peter Safran, admitting that neither he or the director care if angry Johnny Depp fans on the internet continue to call for dismissal, something that's not going to happen. So, here's what I gotta say. After the movie comes out, if it can do bad, if it can hopefully bomb, maybe they'll care more. But if they really just like her, wink wink, like her, then they might not care. I know, some people say, well, James Wan's married. And if that's what you think about marriage and relationships, you might have to grow up just a little bit, because that doesn't matter whatsoever. Of course, Wan first shot to prominence for his contributions to the horror genre, launching 2 multi-billion-dollar properties in the Saw franchise and the Conjuring universe, while his latest effort, Malignant, is without a doubt one of the wildest rides you'll take this year, even if it looks set to bomb hard at the box office this weekend. Scaring audiences out of their seats will always remain Wan's first love, no matter how many big-budget blockbusters he ends up making. While Heard does have some previous running for her life in the realm of slashers and the supernatural, even if All the Boys Love Mandy Lane and John Carpenter's The Ward landed over a decade ago, and each was fairly terrible in its own way. I could believe that. I haven't seen them, but if Amber Heard's in it, the general rule is, it's terrible. We're now hearing from our sources, the same ones who told us Ben Kingsley was returning as Trevor Slattery in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings long before it was confirmed, that Heard and Wan have reportedly discussed the idea of collaborating on a horror project during their downtime on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Like I said, I could believe it. We've got no signs that Warner Brothers or James Wan wants to cut ties with Amber, or that they're even nervous about the money that Aquaman 2 is going to make. Now, maybe they're hiding that. Maybe they're not saying that in the public eye. However, at this point, we've got no evidence to think anything other than they're just going along with the plan with Amber. So, you guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. There was a rumor a little while ago, Amber Heard got $10 million for Aquaman 2. That seems a little unbelievable. I mean, Mark Hamill got $1 million for The Last Jedi in a franchise worth $4 billion. So I'm not really sure Amber Heard is going to get $10 million, unless she got it from Rocketman and James Wan and Peter Safran and, out of their own pocket. Who knows? That could be. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. That first Heard. Gonna thank Carla Ellis. She sends me a lot of articles. I lose track of who sent me what, but I'm sure she sent me one and someone else sent me one and someone else will get a shout out if she doesn't, and you get the idea. See you next time. We're done.